Reverend Steve, keeping it simple. Like I said, we're in Matthew 24, and I think I laid a good foundation for us to study this properly. And the good foundation is to understand that Jesus is not only speaking to us and the generation that we're living in, but he was speaking to them, his disciples. And it's intermingled, this prophecy, between telling people that the temple is going to be destroyed and what's going to happen at the end. So it's in there. It's a 2,000-year gamut, which we have to take into account when we read this, and many of us don't. Many prophecy teachers don't even think about that. They think it's got to happen. Oh, the temple's got to be rebuilt and all this stuff. And the temple was destroyed in 70 AD, and I've been discussing that. We have to understand that since the temple has been destroyed, God's temple's within us now. And where's the desecration going to happen of the temple? It's going to happen within us. We're the temple now. And many of us are still, and I think the church is very deluded to think that there's going to be another temple built and God's going to go live in it. And just think of it that reasoning. He's going to go live in it again, and they're going to and he's going to let the Antichrist desecrate it, and he's going to let sacrifices happen again, and they're going to count. No, that's not going to happen. It ended in 70 AD. That's when that ended, right? And then we have to take that gamut to today. So let's get into the scripture. So we're going to be in Matthew 24, and we're just going to read through the whole chapter. I'm going to go through the whole chapter. It might be a pretty long teaching, but it's a great teaching, and we can dive into this. So Jesus speaks about the future. So we're in Matthew 24. And Jesus was leaving the temple grounds. His disciples pointed out to him the various temple buildings, but he responded, "Do you see all these buildings? I tell you the truth. They will be completely demolished. Not one stone will be left atop another." So he's telling them. Now, is that going to happen again? Or is this happened in 70 AD? He's telling them what's going to happen in 70 AD. If you don't know, many Christians read this, and before the Romans sacked Jerusalem and destroyed it, they left because they knew. They read it, and they understood that was the time for the temple to be destroyed. And it was destroyed in 70 AD. And it's never going to be rebuilt again. Jesus, another thing too, that Jesus never discusses in here, is a third temple. There's nothing about it anywhere. People have made that up. They've written that into the scripture. And that's one thing we don't have to do. We don't read into the scriptures. We read what the scriptures say. And we open up our minds and understand this is a gamut of time. This is not just in one lifetime. God bless. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.